The Cardinal Pope Benedict XVI privately hoped would succeed him just said synodality must be pursued or the Church has no future. That's Cardinal Angelo Scola, and coming from him, those words carry weight most bishops don't have. So, why is a theologian this close to Ratzinger himself defending Pope Francis's signature project? Let's start with who Cardinal Scola actually is. He was one of the early Italian theologians connected to Communio, an international theological journal founded by three towering names: Hans Urs von Balthasar, Henri de Lubac, and Joseph Ratzinger. The future Pope Benedict XVI. The Italian edition of Communio launched in 1972, and Scola entered that circle through his personal friendship with its founders. That's not a small credential. According to Vatican analyst Marco Politi, and echoed by historian Giulia Maloney in her book The St. Gallen Mafia, Benedict XVI privately hoped Scola would succeed him after his 2013 resignation. In other words, this is a Cardinal Ratzinger himself trusted, theologically and personally. So, what did Scola actually say? On August 16, 2026, in an interview with Monsignor Willy Vallant for Swiss broadcaster RSI, marking the launch of a new Italian-language Communio edition in Switzerland, Scola was asked whether the magazine could support the Church's synodal process. His answer was direct. More than it can, it must, because if it doesn't, it has no future. Strong words. But then, something worth noting happened. The interviewer pushed back, warning that synodality risks turning the Church into something like a parliament instead of a communion. And Scola agreed. He said, "That's correct." So, how does he reconcile defending synodality while admitting its real danger? He argues communion has to come first, with synodality following as a method for living that communion out, not the other way around. He even pointed back to Communio's founders, including Ratzinger himself, saying they wanted to highlight the beauty of what he called a synodal and communal church. Here's what makes this notable. This isn't a progressive theologian rubber-stamping Francis's project. This is a cardinal from Ratzinger's own inner circle, someone Benedict XVI himself may have wanted in the chair of Peter, saying synodality has real value, while also admitting, in the same breath, that it could turn into empty parliamentary politics if communion isn't kept at the center. That's a more careful, more conditional endorsement than headlines about synodality usually capture. Whether synodality strengthens the Church or dilutes it may come down to exactly this: whether communion stays the foundation or gets replaced by endless committee talk. Do you think Cardinal Scola's warning about a parliament church is already happening? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe for more stories on where this debate is headed.